Saturday Night Live. He's joked that one of the conditions of Trump's new trade deal with the UK is that Harry and Meghan have to go back.
Holy shit. He said what?
Listen, I brought Meghan Markle, whatever her name is, to my Deal or No Deal celebrity golf tournament. She was one of my Deal or No Deal girls that were, she was a caddy for all.
If you had lunch with Meghan Markle, you'd be stunned at how dumb she was. Not because she's black, because I wouldn't think she was black if I looked at her, because she's an actress who was on the show Suits.
Yeah, they were very worried about their safety, which I get that aspect of things. After 6 episodes, I wanted to attack them.
It was reported that the organizers of King Charles's coronation have officially invited Meghan Markle, and this is nice, at a starting salary of $19 an hour.
And this is sweet. Meghan Markle said she has a finger they can use if they need it.
Like, my life was so hard. Everybody's life is hard.
Yeah,
you were the prince of a goddamn
true.
Country who dressed up as a fucking Nazi, and now you're trying to come back as the Pope? Suck it.
So much of our life trying to prove something. To prove that you're enough. You have to prove that you're pretty enough. You have to prove that you're smart enough. You prove that you're a good wife or a good friend. And I was like, I am just so done with the prove it game.
In 2026, Meghan Markle locked in a title she was never chasing, the most hated person of the year, and she earned every bit of it. She went from a forgettable actress on a cable legal drama to a duchess, and somehow turned nearly the entire entertainment industry against her faster than anyone thought possible. Late-night hosts, comedians, satirists, she became their favorite target, and let's be honest, she handed them every punchline herself. So today we're rolling through all the celebrities who helped Meghan earn this crown, starting with the comedian who finally said out loud what everyone was already thinking. Chris Rock didn't just poke fun at her, he took her entire victim story apart in a matter of minutes.
Gone on Oprah, I didn't know. I had no idea how racist they were. It's the royal family. You didn't Google these motherfuckers?
Think about it. She married into a monarchy with centuries of history, then acted completely blindsided when it turned out they came with baggage. Chris Rock saw straight through the act.
What the f*** is she talking about? She didn't know. The fuck? It's the royal family. They're the original racists.
Then it got brutal. Remember the whole storm about someone in the family supposedly asking what color the baby would be? It got spun into a massive racism scandal. Chris Rock walked on stage and dismantled that narrative in seconds.
That's like marrying into the Budweiser family and going, they drink a lot. This motherfucker's invested in slavery like it was Shark Tank.
Basic curiosity got repackaged as victimhood, and Chris called it exactly what it was, manufactured outrage. Once he proved you could actually say this stuff out loud, the floodgates opened. Joe Coy was up next, and he took the Golden Globes stage and aimed straight at them.
So racist, they wanted to know how brown the baby's gonna be. I'm like, that's not racist. Because even black people want to know how brown the baby gonna be. Shit.
One sentence, and Joe Coy summed up the whole family. Rich, dysfunctional, and missing anything actually worth watching.
Just a great series about a rich, white, dysfunctional family, all scheming. Oh no, that's The Crown. That's The Crown. I'm sorry.
Hosts usually play it safe at award shows. Joe Coy threw that rule book out the window.
How great was Imelda Staunton in The Crown? Wasn't she amazing? Her portrayal of the Queen was so good. Prince Harry called her for it and asked her for...
That Netflix deal became everyone's favorite punchline. Tens of millions of dollars for content nobody could explain and even fewer people wanted to see. But the American hosts were just warming up. Jimmy Kimmel stepped in and went straight for their biggest excuse.
Turns out Prince Harry and Meghan Markle will still get paid millions of dollars for doing absolutely nothing. And that's just by Netflix.
These two wanted out so badly they invented the most absurd reason imaginable, fleeing to America to escape racism. None of it added up, and Kimmel wasn't done. He grabbed Harry's memoir and tore it apart on national TV.
Harry said racism was a big part of their decision to leave, which you know things are bad at Buckingham Palace if they came to America to get away from racism.
That memoir was garbage. 600 pages of a privileged man complaining while selling out his own family for a paycheck. Kimmel turned it into the joke it was always destined to be. Then Jimmy Fallon set his sights on Meghan's ridiculous lifestyle content.
Harry, whose memoir just broke the Guinness record for fastest-selling nonfiction book of all time. The story of Prince Harold and his frozen yogurt slinger is so popular, they're now releasing a version for kids. I don't know if you know about this. It's a twist on The Princess and the Pea. It's called The Prince and the Penis, and it's...
That pretzel bag moment became legendary for all the wrong reasons. This is what it looks like when rich people lose touch with reality entirely. Interview after interview after interview. The Oprah sit-down wasn't enough. The Netflix series wasn't enough. Then came 60 Minutes too. You could smell the desperation from a mile away.
Why does Meghan Markle make her own pretzel bags? They don't know why.
That's interesting. She takes it from one bag and puts it in another bag.
Another bag.
And that confuses people.
This, we're just going to put into a different...
Stephen Colbert wanted a piece of the action too.
The 60 Minutes interview was a great chance to hear Harry and Meghan's story, in case you missed their 2-hour sit-down with Oprah or their 6-part Netflix documentary.
What could it possibly mean? A mystery for the ages. H&M. They call each other H&M, like they're trying to launch a clothing brand. Those nicknames were painfully forced, trying way too hard to seem normal while being anything but. And Colin Jost actually got there early, calling Meghan out before most of the others did.
Meghan Markle has finally revealed why she and Prince Harry call each other M and H.
And he'll say M and you'll say H and your friends say M and it just is a thing.
It's a thing.
And do you both love it?
Yes, and I like nicknames a lot.
What could it be? A mystery for the ages.
The truth is, nobody actually wants these two around. America doesn't want them. Britain definitely doesn't want them back. They're stuck floating in no man's land with zero options.
President Trump also announced a new trade deal with the UK that will reopen British markets for American companies. All that Britain demands in return is that we keep these two.
No! No! I refuse! I'm sick of it!
Harry threw away his entire life for a woman almost no one had heard of before him. That marriage didn't lift him up. It erased whatever relevance he had left.
Elon built electric cars, he's going to Mars. Why is he even involving himself with Twitter? It would be like if the Prince of England gave it all up just to marry an actor from Suits.
The moment SNL turns your marriage into a sitcom pitch, you know you've officially become a national joke. Trevor Noah, though, had a different take. Early on, he actually had Meghan's back and pointed his jokes at the royals instead.
NBC has announced plans for a spin-off to the hit series Suits. It will focus on Meghan Markle's character's struggle to balance her legal career while also caring for an unemployed...
He was cracking jokes about the royal family, calling out all their obvious problems. At this stage, Trevor wasn't coming for Meghan at all. He was defending her.
I know some people are disappointed by the name Archie, but there's one person who's super excited, the Queen. Yeah, because you know for the last 9 months, she's been like, please don't be Jamal, please don't be Jamal, please don't be Jamal.
Then his whole perspective flipped.
Queen summoned everyone to a private meeting. Everyone attended except Meghan Markle. And I'll be honest, I don't blame Meghan for not going, because nothing good happens when white people invite you to the countryside. We've all seen Get Out. We know how this shit ends.
There's Harry, working a movie premiere, trying to talk Disney executives into a voiceover gig for his wife. That's the moment Trevor realized what was really going on.
Harry really did that. At a movie premiere last year, he asked the CEO of Disney to hook his wife up with voiceovers.
Back in the day, royal marriages actually meant something. Land, political alliances, real power moves stretching across entire continents. That was the whole point of marrying into royalty. Now it's about begging Bob Iger to squeeze you into the Lion King.
I gotta admit, the monarchy has fallen off, right? No, because back in the day, it used to be like, if you marry my daughter, I'll give you Burgundy.
Trevor started as a defender and ended as a critic the second he spotted the hustle. From building empires to begging for Disney gigs, what a fall. Then Bill Maher went deeper and started breaking down the actual problem.
Now it's like, my wife actually does a pretty good Timon. You should hear her. Come on, baby, do the thing. Hakuna Matata, do the thing.
You write an entire book about how much you hate attention, then launch a full press tour to promote that very book. Make it make sense.
We want it both ways. You know, you can't be, these people were so mean to us and poor us, and we don't want all this attention, and then let me write a book about how much we don't want attention.
The Queen understood something Harry and Meghan never will. Real dignity means keeping your mouth shut, not sprinting to every camera you can find.
Just strike me as creatures of that generation. You know, you're just fragile. Just take a hint from the Queen, the recently departed.
Never complain, never explain, and rarely be heard speaking in.
Sitting in a Montecito mansion, crying about how hard life is. The complete lack of self-awareness is honestly impressive.
Complaining about your hard life, and you're so privileged. It's just so weird.
It's ridiculous. I totally agree.
Bill nailed it, and most people watching probably feel the exact same way. Nobody's bowing down to her drama just because she expects them to. Nikki Glaser came at it from a different angle and basically delivered a full psychological breakdown of Meghan.
And I will not bend the knee and just go along with the nonsense. That's what's so annoying about them. The most of all, they insist that you go along with their nonsense and their insanity and their fragility.
She found the one man on the planet who could make her more famous than Hollywood ever could. Goal achieved.
She wants to be famous. She found the guy to make her the most famous in the world, and now she's over there and she's like, oh, this isn't what I thought
What's the point of being famous in a castle?
Take Harry out of the picture and she's fighting for screen time on a dating show. That marriage was a business decision dressed up as a love story. The American hosts made the picture crystal clear, but the British comedians came for blood. Jimmy Carr kicked it off with the one contradiction nobody could argue with.
If she didn't marry him, she would be on The Bachelor this season. Fighting for Prince. She would be Meghan M. from Sherman Oaks barista. She's just got lucky.
Her entire identity was built on feminism. Then a prince glances her way and she drops her whole career on the spot. You can't make this stuff up.
Meghan Markle is, of course, a lifelong feminist, which she's demonstrated by marrying a prince and giving up her job.
Harry's past isn't going anywhere, no matter how much PR he throws at it. That costume photo is following him straight to the grave.
The royal family, right, if you can imagine, they're like our Kardashian. Prince Harry is very much our Kanye. He occasionally dresses as a Nazi, and he f***ed up.
British taxpayers were bankrolling Meghan's lifestyle while she toured around complaining about how hard her life was. People were furious, and Kelly Osbourne had zero intention of holding back.
Harry and Meghan say they'd now like to split their time between spending your money in the UK and spending your money in Canada.
She shattered the entire victim act in about 10 seconds. Everyone deals with hard times, but crying about yours from inside a mansion doesn't make you relatable. It makes you unbearable.
I think Harry's a twat. He's a whining, whinging, complaining, woe is me, I'm the only one that's ever had mental problems.
PR campaigns don't erase history. Those photos are out there forever, and people don't forget that easily. Then Simon Brodkin decided to give them a fair shot and actually sat through their entire Netflix documentary.
Like, my life was so hard. Everybody's f***ing life is hard.
Yeah,
you were
true.
the prince of
That's
a goddamn country who dressed up as a f***ing Nazi, and now you're trying to come back as the Pope? Suck it.
That documentary completely backfired. People who didn't care before actively started hating them after watching it.
Watch the Harry and Meghan Netflix documentary. Now, I'll be honest with you, before I watched it, I was not a fan of theirs. But now I've actually heard their side of the story, I f***ing hate them.
It opened with some genuinely valid points about racism and media treatment. Then they broke into the H&M nickname routine, and everyone checked out.
Started off and they're making interesting points about racism and misogyny. Then they start calling each other H&M, and I just thought, oh, do f*** off.
Harry describes things in such an over-the-top, cringe-inducing way that he actually makes you feel sorry for the worst royals. That takes real effort.
Harry starts describing this one date with Meghan as the night, let me quote you here, me and M pulled the pin on a fun grenade. I actually started rooting for Prince Andrew.
Understanding royal protocol isn't complicated. Your boyfriend's grandmother literally runs a country. Maybe learn the basics before you propose.
Harry says, how do you explain to someone who's just started dating that they have to curtsy to your own grandmother?
How do you explain that you bow to your grandmother and that you will need to curtsy, especially to an American? Like, that's weird.
And I'm thinking, maybe just tell her that your grandmother is the queen.
When your content is so bad that people start sympathizing with security threats over you, that's a talent nobody asked for. The British comedians made this personal. Pure anger. These two trashed the monarchy, clung to their titles, then ran off while playing the victim card. Conan O'Brien found his own angle and turned their wax figures into comedy gold.
They were complaining that to pay for their own security. They were not happy about that. Yeah, they were very worried about their safety, which I get that aspect of things. After 6 episodes, I wanted to attack.
Conan figured out how to roast them without them even being in the room.
I was curious what they did with Harry and Meghan's wax figures, so I found the museum employee who's temporarily storing them.
Perfect setup. Weird enough to land as a joke, real enough to actually sting.
Oliver, you have generously offered to keep the wax figures of Harry and Meghan safe.
Yeah, that's correct. And if I may, I would just like to say that I'm definitely not using the wax figures for sex.
When even your wax statues become a punchline, your public image has officially collapsed. Then Conan turned his attention to Meghan's jam venture.
They're in a loving home, and I treat them better than the museum ever did. They didn't appreciate Meghan's soft hands or Harry's supple lips.
That jam business tells you everything you need to know about Meghan. Overpriced products nobody wants, sold with a pretend down-to-earth image. It's her entire brand in one jar. Then John Oliver showed up.
Got out of copping and then became a food broker, which we're like, come on, that's what? CIA, right?
Yes.
And he's like, no, I really am a middleman for jars of jam.
He works for Meghan Markle.
Yes.
Really tiny jams, harvestable jams.
Yes, exactly.
Made from the oils of Montecito.
Think about how insufferable you have to be for someone as measured and careful as John Oliver to start taking shots at you.
I don't think they will change because I don't think they have the capacity to, but they obviously should.
When a guy famous for being careful and analytical says you're simply incapable of growth, that's not comedy anymore. That's an assessment. The most level-headed comedian in the game basically confirmed what everyone already suspected.
I'm Megan Sussex, and I'm a good person. And I'm meeting another good person today, the wonderful Ariana Grande.
Oh my God, Meghan, you're such a good person.
Yes, that's why I'm going to talk to you like you're an idiot.
But professional comedians weren't the end of it. The internet turned her into a meme that refuses to die. Spitting Image put together the most savage Meghan content ever made, and then it all vanished. Word is legal threats forced them to pull everything down, but we tracked down what they tried to bury.
I'm preparing my guests some soul food that my British husband calls a packet of crisps. Can be a tricky dish to master, especially when a packet is being a fucking bitch. Ah! Oh my God, you've been knocked down by the crisps. So vulnerable. I love it.
I'm just down here holding space.
And now, the finishing touches. A flower.
Spitting Image went straight at Meghan's whole nice person performance, talking down to everyone while branding herself as humble. That was the entire joke.
I can subscribe to learn how to breathe, how as a finishing touch sticking flowers on anything means you made it with love, and I share the secret to a happy marriage.
Fuck's sake, H! Don't make me get the electric color out.
Sorry, love. I think my arm's gone dead.
Her Netflix cooking show got the puppet treatment. Soul food that's literally a bag of chips with a flower stuck on top, repackaging the most basic things imaginable as premium lifestyle content. That's the whole scam in a single image.
Now for the tricky part. Place in microwave. What is microwave? I don't think we have any of that. Harry? Do we have any microwave?
It's a microwave, silly.
Don't talk to me like that, you bitch! I'm a fucking duchess! Shake that off!
Oh.
Tutorials on how to breathe, flowers slapped on everything to prove love. They took ordinary human functions and monetized them as life advice. The ridiculousness explained itself.
In California, we're just a regular couple living close to Oprah and far from the paparazzi. But not too far.
This is probably the exact moment that got everything banned. Meghan controlling Harry, shown through puppets, the real personality slipping through. Somebody with power wanted this gone.
Best thing is, no more following Granny's rules. Don't wear your pants on your head, Harry. Don't barf on the butler, Harry. If I want to play polo in my living room, who's gonna stop me?
Stop that!
Right away.
A house right next to Oprah, but they want privacy. Close enough to the celebrities, far from the cameras, except not too far when they suddenly need the press. The double standard was impossible to miss.
Let me start with you, sir. You've lived a life with the royal family, you've had everything handed to you, but you say your life has been hard, and now you've written all about it in your new book, Where?
Every single scene showed Harry being controlled while Meghan expanded her empire. Exposing that dynamic through puppets hit harder than any direct attack ever could. Spitting Image are absolute geniuses at satire, and watching them get silenced like this is honestly heartbreaking. Nothing's confirmed, but I'd bet money Meghan was behind it.
You just want to be normal people. All this attention is so hard. Isn't it true, sir, that your questionable wife has her own TV show and hangs out with celebrities and does fashion magazines?
They tried the same thing with South Park and failed miserably. That show is far too big to bully. Spitting Image was a softer target and everything just disappeared. But here's the thing about trying to erase content. It only makes people hunt for it harder. South Park looked at all the hypocrisy and built an entire episode around it.
What are you suggesting? Well, I just think some people might say that your Instagram-loving wife actually doesn't want her privacy. How dare you, sir? My Instagram-loving wife has always wanted her privacy.
That memoir got turned into an actual joke. South Park repackaged Harry's whining into a children's book about complaining.
The hell with Canada! We are leaving! We'll go find some quiet place where we can be normal people! Come on, wife! We want privacy! We want privacy!
They nailed the setup, screaming about wanting a normal life while grabbing every media opportunity that comes their way.
Look at this town. There's just something about it. Oh, darling, I think this might be the place. It's so quiet and empty here. If we moved here, then people would think we're really serious about wanting to be normal.
The hypocrisy was right there in the open, demanding privacy while doing magazine covers and TV specials. South Park pointed out the obvious and didn't flinch. A worldwide privacy tour. The irony is so blatant that South Park made sure nobody could miss it. Hypocrisy turned all the way up to maximum. So those were some of my favorite moments of celebrities tearing Meghan Markle apart on live television. I'm sure I missed a few good ones, so drop a comment telling me who should make the next video. Did she deserve all of this, or did some of them cross the line? Let me know below, and hit subscribe if you want more celebrity content like this.